earlier this year we brought in 466 small ruminants to Grenada. Our intention was to make the sheep available to Carriacou because Carriacou has a good history of sheep rearing. We speak about the famous black belly sheep. So last week we were in Carriacou looking at the construction of the sheep pen. We noticed that is in fact far advanced, and we thought we should bring them here to give them a heads up of the kind of animals we are going to make available to them so that they can get the vibes and that they can prepare themselves to receive the animals so they have a sense of what is likely to come.
My name is Acarlijuan Fleary. I'm the Forester 2 officer of Carriacou. Internal arrangement, I do extension in livestock. The visit to Grenada, first of all, is to get a first-hand sight of the animals, right? We need to see the animals and be sure of what we're getting, right? And after seeing that, we must say that we are pleased with what we have seen and we're happy, more than happy. You all have already introduced things as foot bath and so forth, and definitely I think we're going to adapt that and probably even accompany that with a wheel bath as well for vehicles entering.
My name is Lisa Walker. I'm the farm manager at the Livestock Station in Carriacou. The animals came in and we haven't seen them. So, we come down here to look at how they are, what we're going to be getting, the different breeds, because as we know, it's purebreds. So in that sense, we are building the pens in Limley. So by having a first-hand look at the animals, we could make adjustments concerning the pens. We have the pig pen to build, so seeing that as we hear and we saw the pigs, we could do some development on the sketch for the pig pen. So that's one part of the visit. The other part of the visit, we have to see how they are being fed so that we know now what we're going to implement in Limley in terms of feed. How they are kept, because we're going to keep them like semi-intensive. They're going to be outside in paddocks, and in the evening we're going to take them back in the holding areas.
My name is Dwight Logan, advisor to the Minister, Carriacou and Petite Affairs, and the Ministry for Carriacou and Petite Affairs. Well, our visit here is to better understand the care and the animals that we are about to receive in the not too distant future. I'm very impressed with what I have seen in terms of the quality of animal and the care administered to these animals. You see, Carriacou and Petite for years stood as the mecca of livestock production in the state of Grenada. So our objective is to strengthen and modernize development of livestock or livestock development across Carriacou and Petite so that we will be able to feed ourselves in terms of meat production.
Isaac Bagwan, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture. These purebred animals, both the sheep, the goat and the pigs, is part of the World Bank Food Security project, which basically came to an end in March of this year. So the intent is to have a multiplication program to breed the hybrid animals and to distribute it to farmers. Carriacou have been destined to get the majority of the sheep because we know Carriacou have been a main area for sheep production. However, of course, as we know, last year Hurricane Beryl devastated all the pens, wiped away all the pens that was on the island, and as such we had to wait for them to be able to get ready. So under a project in the Ministry of Agriculture, the CRE project, Climate Resilient Agriculture Project, we are able to assist them to rebuild 2 of these pens. So these pens will be completed by the end of this year. And of course, through the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Affairs, they have built another pen for themselves. So once the pens are finally ready, then we'll be able to distribute or send at least the sheep to them. So they will get the vast majority of sheep. However, we also going to give them a quantity of pigs to start the pig rearing program. And we also would have procured some goats, in particular the Kiko, which is known to be hardy animals, which is known to be able to withstand the high temperatures. And so that breed of goat would be given to Carriacou so that they could restart their program.
As we are here, we are more knowledgeable in terms of what we need to do as we prepare for a quota of animals coming from here in Grenada. We use a lot of meat in terms of many of our activities, be it boat launching, wedding, tombstone feast, maroon, number of these things, meat, you know, and you used to say, go heavy on the meat, you know.
It's very impressive from what we saw, very impressive. You know, you see these pure breeds on TV, well for us, majority of us in Carriacou. So now we're seeing it live, you know, we actually could touch and, well, wow, you know, we have some good animals. And this is a great initiative for our farmers, our livestock farmers. They will be proud and happy to have these breeds on the farm.
That couldn't come at a better time, right? Because I guess, as you know, we just had experienced a hurricane which would have devastated the agriculture economy badly. And we're very, very grateful that we have these animals here that can bridge that gap, you know, and ease the farmers a bit in the livestock production.
So all in all, it is all part of the program of animal breeding, so that in the next 2 to 3 years we can be self-sufficient in small ruminant meat production here in Grenada.